And we are back here on the ETVU Coaches Show. You know, I was on my way to clocking out, and then I realized, you know what? Basketball season is around the corner. Let's have our good friend, the head men's basketball coach, Brandon Curran, here for the ETVU Coaches Show. Coach, it's
good to see you.
Great to have you.
Good to be here.
Yes, sir. I feel it's been a long time.
It's been too long.
And the season just around the corner. You guys are starting your first practice today, and it's exciting. So just kind of recap for us everything that you kind of took away from last season. If you can kind of go back that far, I know it's a crazy time right now, but if you can, just kind of what are the biggest takeaways from this last season with you guys?
Biggest takeaways is just looking back as we kind of looked at the full year of what did we learn, what can we do better, how can we grow. Number one, I thought our guys showed tremendous toughness last year and just a lot of resiliency in some really difficult circumstances with all the different injuries and things like that we had. Had huge expectations going in, and then those were tempered a little bit during the year with just the way things played out. But the guys were resilient. They stayed tough. They actually made a completely total strategic shift during the middle of the year and really embrace it. And I thought did really well with some defensive stuff that we were doing last year that we will continue to work on and improve this year. I thought our guys really grew a lot. From a coaching standpoint, one thing that we learned was just how valuable depth is as guys continue to get injured and sick and just the different problems that we had. And so we've added a really strong recruiting class that I think is going to make practices more competitive. It's going to give guys an opportunity to really step up, contribute in games. It's going to cover us in case, we have some guys get hurt, and we've got some great young talent and some great transfers that are going to play huge roles for us, in addition to so many good players that we have back that have good experience. So it should be a really fun year.
Absolutely. And just talking about it just before, we came on today, just talking about all the number of guards you brought in, how competitive it's going to be. So in what ways does that kind of present problems for you? Good problems, of course, but or in what ways does it make it fun for you as a coach, shifting lineups and the other guys as far as practice and the competitive nature of the guys?
Well, our guys want to win. They want to be the best possible team that we can be. And so anytime you can bring in talented guys to the talented guys you already have, it just makes it more competitive, makes it more fun. Obviously, the challenge with that is embracing roles, guys being willing to put the team's success ahead of their own, being willing to sacrifice maybe minutes or the roles that they had a year ago to the roles they'll have this year. So it's going to be competitive. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so far, I've seen a lot of unity with these guys. We've talked about, what do you guys want for this year? That's been a major theme is unity, unity, unity. And so you know how it is when things are going well for you, it's easy to embrace that. But when things are going hard, when things are going bad or it's hard and there's adversity, guys are really going to have to overcome any type of negative emotions or selfishness. So it'll be a great thing for all of us and a good opportunity to grow.
Absolutely. And one of the things also, just kind of looking at the overall makeup of your team, you have a lot of strong seniors, a strong senior class along with a strong recruiting class. So what are kind of your expectations for the seniors coming in? How are you expecting them to kind of help lead this program for you guys?
I believe that we've got extremely high character guys and really talented guys that have been in this program for 3 or 4 years. And so they set the standard in terms of our attitude. They set the standard in terms of effort. They set the standard in terms of self-sacrifice, their enthusiasm, how they encourage guys. Our theme verse for this year is Romans 12:10. Be devoted to one another in love and honor one another above yourselves. And so just with the Lord's help, by the power of the Holy Spirit, that's something that we hope that as coaches and as players that we can all do. And I'm praying that our seniors set the tone for that.
Absolutely. And one of the things, too, that I was kind of just thinking of, you're going into another year. Is the hardest part the adjustment of, okay, I have to get from off-season mode to now, this is the season, it's time for strategy, time to get the guys together. Is that the hardest part to kind of go through that adjustment?
It's tough just to get back into the rhythm. I had probably, I think, the best summer of professional growth I've ever had this summer with the opportunity to participate in the NCAA College Basketball Academy as a coach. and learn there and grow there. And then also just from sitting down and doing a lot of studying over the last couple of months leading up to the season, studying us and studying other teams in our league and other teams we'll be playing against. So I'm excited. It's getting kick-started of the intense focus and concentration that it requires every single day as a coach and as players. It's just different than playing pickup, and it's different than studying film. And so, that's definitely a challenge.
Absolutely. And before we let you go here, we know you got a practice coming up here in a few minutes. So just kind of talk to me about when you look at this entire team, the new recruiting class, the guys that have been here, all coming together here. What is the biggest thing you want your guys? You talked about unity, but what is the biggest thing that you want to take away from this season when everything is all said and done? This season will be successful if your guys do what?
Well, we have the potential to have an incredible year. We have the pieces in place. It is going to require guys to buy in and sacrifice. Whatever the team needs for us to be successful is what we're going to have guys do. And if we can do that, we can have a really, really special year. But as you know, there's plenty of teams that have a lot of talent that never come together and never equal what they could be. And so I'm praying that these guys will just lay down their own agendas and, hey, whatever the team needs, I'll do it. And if we have that, we're going to be really, really good.
All right, well, thank you, Coach. It has been, once again, a great pleasure to have you on here today. And you can keep up with all things men's basketball, women's basketball, ETBU sports related at goetbutigers.com, or follow us on social media at goetbutigers. Once again, Mark T. Robinson, head men's basketball coach Brandon Curran. We'll see you guys again next time.
Thank you.